Do you know what do you know what I mean about that? I've mentioned that word, social responsibility for football. You can have a guest because this is an education PowerPoint education workshop where you can feel free to at any time ask a question because there's some sensitive issues. Football's social responsibility. What do you think? Well, what UEFA and the IFA, what we believe is, we believe football is a hook that can eradicate loads of issues regarding racism, sectarianism, homophobia, obesity, deprivation, all sad stories in Northern Ireland we feel we can help using football. So it'll be a quick intro into what we do in terms of that. And we would love this quite a lot over different clubs, organisations, professional football teams, because we feel it's important as footballers. It's not just about playing, it's about respect, it's about enjoying life and not just about football. So here's just a couple of wee slides that will. So what is our Football For All campaign? We believe that as an association everybody should be allowed to play football, no matter if they're what gender they are, if they're boy, female, transgender, male, if they're Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, whatever. We believe football is for all. So what we try and do is create a fun, safe and inclusive culture throughout all levels of football in Northern Ireland. And again, you probably don't know it, but you'll have likes of Tim maybe attend a lot of our workshops, a lot of our development policies to ensure like TW Braga is operating at the best it can be, at the fairest it can be. So what we try and do, get in touch with all the clubs so that everybody's safe and having fun. Just a wee bit of background. 2000, football in Northern Ireland experiencing high levels of sectarianism at different aspects of the international game. What's sectarianism? I know you know, but again, don't be afraid of it. Ryan, do you want to? No idea? Very good, I like that. Well, sectarianism is somebody making somebody else excluded because of their religion, whatever religion they are. So whether they're Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, Jew, somebody else won't let them play, won't let them be involved because they don't like them because of their religion. Obviously in Northern Ireland it was the two communities, Catholic and Protestants, who through a political context brought it on to an international level in Northern Ireland games. So the Safe Green, our Director of Football Development now invented the Safe Green. So in Northern Ireland games we wanted everybody to be inclusive, everybody invited, nobody to feel uncomfortable. So everybody had to wear a green, no other colours, just green for the Green of My Army. So that's what we done. 2010, that was our strapline. So all the programmes we deliver and everything we do was Football For All. So that everybody knew that it was for everybody. 2013 we continued to do it, and then 2016 we have a 10-point plan in line with UEFA to make sure that it's being implemented throughout, and all the countries in UEFA and FIFA you'll find are doing the exact same. So 2002 was nearly the final straw. Who's this guy? Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon was captain of Celtic. He was a Catholic and he was getting death threats for playing for Northern Ireland because of his religion, because maybe what Celtic is associated with. And you see obviously on the wall here there's a wee RIP sign. So you know that was poor. That was bad people. So the IFA Northern Ireland football team, we wanted to eradicate that, and how can we do that? What can we put in place that never happens again? So all our programmes, everything that we have done, created the Safe Green, any sectarian songs or racial songs or any bad practice in our grounds, paper thrown out. Our new national football stadium runs our parks in a neutral environment. Brand new, it's for everyone, every community, every club, everybody's welcome. And obviously our Green of My Army have now won awards everywhere we go to or win, we support our team whether we win, lose or draw. There's our Director of Football Development and our International Manager with our Show Race the Red Card campaign. So we have part of our Football For All strategy, we have workshops and showing races the red card, and we deliver educational things so people are educated and they aren't being racist, they aren't being sectarian, because sometimes we can do it and we don't mean to be. It's just, you know, ignorance on our behalf, or we don't know. And who's that in the green? Nobody know? Lead singer of Snow Patrol. Again, so all the famous people in Northern Ireland came together to support our campaign of Football For All. So it was everybody pulling together for the benefit of football. And As part of our Football For All campaign, and in line with IFA's policies, we try and ensure football's for all by going through different segments in life. So one segment in life, one tier is social integration and reconciliation. So that's just getting people who are maybe down and out. How can we bring them back into the community? How can we bring them back into enjoying themselves? Again, using football as the hook. What we've done is we created the Stay On Side programme. We'll see those people who are unfortunate in prison, who are maybe in youth justice centres and stuff, who have maybe been on the wrong side of the law. We don't know their circumstances, we don't know why they're there, but all we offer is we offer them coaching awards, volunteer training, nutrition workshops like you just had, try and get them back onto a place where it's good for them, like you and I have a nice sort of happier life. And you know, we want to show them how football is so important to that. Why is these programmes important to you? So we know what the role football can play outside the pitch. One of the things that these guys will have after they complete our programmes, have a chance to go on the volunteer programmes, work for their ICFA, and also makes them people who have maybe no chance of getting a job, then gives them a chance to have a job. Show racing red card. IFA launched a massive focus on showing racing the red card. Now I know you're not silly when you see football sometimes in Italy. What can happen? What do you think? Have you seen anything on the news recently? No? Well, in some countries, Italy recently, Spain, there's been a lot of racist chants. So IFA and then all the associations working alongside IFA have tried to educate people at a young age so they know not to be rude and to understand different people's cultures. Again, football is the hook on the football workshops, and they're quite fun, they're quite interesting. So recently the ICFA was delivered racing workshops all around the country through our Football For All campaign, and recently we had a day, it was Friday, to celebrate the whole campaign. So it's football against racism, and we had we'll put over 500 kids through it that week taking part in workshops. So what we try and do is we just try and there's the Rangers team who've been involved in it, Celtic team. So we try and educate people so that they aren't sectarian or racist on stereotyping, on being prejudice and discrimination. There are the three main strands we feel that can help people improve at a certain age. What do you think stereotyping is? Somebody guess something.
Judging people.
Good man, yeah. Judging people on something that maybe you think needs to be. So a preconceived or socially adopted idea, classifying many based on the actions of a few. So stereotyping could be an idea myself. I find maybe taking my granny down to the shop, I'll be saying, sure, I'll take her down to the shop and get her tea, let her play bingo. And I know it's maybe it's a common thing to do, and it's not really nasty, but I'm just associating my granny old with tea and bingo. And we can do that there, you know, in a different aspect, a different level. And I'll give you a good example of how I can explain it to yourselves. I was doing a workshop last week, and I was talking about you're a manager of a football team now, and you have these three people you want to sign. If I give a description, this guy is a Roman Catholic. He is an immigrant. He's not from the country he's playing in. Would you want to sign him? And everybody said no. And who was he? It was Ronaldo. So he was an immigrant, he wasn't in his country. He was playing in a different country, he was born in Portugal, playing in Spain. So people automatically thought no one. And the next one was, this guy has tattoos, he's 40. Tattoos all over his body, he's 40. Would you want him in your team? People were like, no. Who was it? No. Good shout though, it's David Beckham. People were saying he's too old, he wouldn't be in my team. Why is he tattooed over his body? So it was David Beckham. So that's just an idea of how you can stereotype. Being prejudiced, what do you think?
Say that you don't like Muslims, but you never take this official before.
Good man, well done. That's exactly it. Good man. So prejudging someone or group of people before you know the facts about it. So well done, very impressed in your knowledge. So that's what being prejudiced can be. And again, it's easily done. in discrimination there you have treatment in relation to your perception. So how you treat them. So you might say, nah, he's not my team then. I don't really know enough about him, so I don't want him on my team. And again, this isn't a serious or a lecture, this is just an education helping you. I want you to ask questions, because there's no right or wrong answer. You can't say something that's going to be wrong or hurt someone, because this is how you learn. So there's your 3 things you have to be very careful of, especially in the football environment, because football is for all, and it's played throughout the whole world with many different cultures, many different religions, many different political backgrounds, different time zones. So I think it's important that we know. I think in Northern Ireland we're very good. Anybody coming into our country, make them feel very welcome, know well about what's a crack, and I think on the Milk Cups and Ford Cups, I think you'd agree that we're a very welcoming nation. But we do have to work harder, and I'm guilty of it myself. Oh, skipped a few on it. So you have to judge whether this is being prejudiced. Forget the actual word for it is. Prejudicial, is it? Prejudicial? Stereotyping or discriminating. So we'll take the first one. I don't think she would fit into our office because she is from that community background. I'll be doing everything in my favour if I don't offer. I'll be doing everyone a favour if I don't offer her a job here. What do you think that is? Is it discriminating? Is it stereotyping? Or being prejudiced? Stereotyping? Hands up, stereotyping. Damien? How would it go?
Do you want the answer?
Yeah.
I'll say yes. Say it's all 3.
Discriminating. You're stopping somebody having a job. Now, again, what you said was true, but you're stopping somebody having a job just because you think they're going to be different from me. So I'm not going to let them. I'll be doing everyone a favour if I don't do it. Discriminating. He's a traveller. What do you expect? Don't leave any valuables around while he's in the office. I've heard that quite a few times. Somebody stole some traveller. This is a gypsy. So what do you think that is? He's a traveller. What do you expect? Don't leave any valuables around while he's in the office. Prejudice? Everybody else agree? Hands up, prejudice. Hands up, discriminating. Hands up, stereotyping. Stereotyping. David, Forsyth. Oh, I had the last one then. All black people have great rhythm, you're stereotyping. So you're just assuming that all black people have rhythm because, all black people are good at basketball. Or what's the other one I heard recently? Somebody say, maybe, it's a nice one, everybody from Brazil is going to be good at football. So that's just stereotyping, and you have to be careful. And again, there might be no malice in it, but you just have to be careful. So I won't coach their kid or their kind if I can avoid it. Come back to the first one, what do you think? Discriminating. Why?
You're stopping someone from training.
You're stopping someone from training. That's exactly it. So you're not letting somebody, because of they're not the same as you, or you're stopping them from doing something, you're discriminating against them. Alright? She's old, she'll love a bit of tea and dancing. And I use that example. What do you think?
Sounds like my wife.
They won't understand. It's not like this in their country. It isn't as civilized. What do you think? That's another typo we see there, the instead of they. So they won't understand. It's not like this in their country. It isn't as civilized. Have a guess? Hands up, stereotyping. Hands up, being prejudiced. Hands up, discriminating. You're very shy today, Paul. I don't know you like that. So there you are. And again, it's not a sob story or a lecture or telling you right or wrong. It's just being more aware. And it's very important to do that. And in football, I always find it's the best way to introduce people. Because I know whenever I play, going to different countries and all, going to different leagues, meeting people from different areas, and you introduce yourself and you get along, and all for the love of the game. That's why you're doing so much good work and you don't even realise it. And at this young age too, you're very lucky, you don't even realise all the bad things that's happening. But when you do and you get older, it's good to know before it happens. And I had this argument before with I was doing workshops like this up in Derry, and you know, I was talking to quite a lot of young people and they didn't know what a Protestant was or a Catholic was, and I thought, brilliant, maybe we don't need to do these workshops. But then as my boss says to me, it's better educating ourselves now, so then when we do come across these sensitive issues, that we'll have that bit of knowledge and we know how to welcome people, and we know when we're being when we're discriminating or we're stereotyping. But well done. So again, another part of our Football For All programme is our Eat, Play, Win workshops that you've just done. Now obviously it's football tailored to your performance, but there's some that we do to try and encourage people to live healthier lives. That obesity can kill us, and it can when you don't look after your body, you can become lazy and you can't get to do the things that you want to do. So that's what we try and do, so that all footballers can enjoy the game. Another wee aspect of it is to think yourself and support this, because if you want to have that wee career in football, that will help you achieve your goals by tapering a wee part of your performance. Street Soccer NI, which is it's massive now. Street Soccer NI was set up in association with the ICFA for people who are homeless, drug and alcohol dependent, refugees, asylum seekers, and long-term unemployed. So maybe we have nothing. Again, we have a football programme. We're playing football 3 times a week. We're getting workshops like we're doing now. We're getting different wee volunteer opportunities. But the football alone, they were coming together 3 times a week, and what were they doing? If you think they're unemployed, they're maybe in the house, or they're in bad form, they're homeless and we know where to go, they're coming 3 times a week to play football. What do you think? What do you think they get out of that? Not just the football aspect of playing. What else?
Social skills.
Good lad, Brian. Social skills. They're talking to people. They're becoming happier then. They're making friends. They're networking. Anything else? Confidence. They become more confident then. Meeting 3 times a week. They're achieving certain things. They're playing football. They're becoming physically fitter. And see now, recently, they had a team that represented Northern Ireland in I forgot what it was, I should know that, in a home nation, Street Soccer World Cup. And then recently we had the home nations in Belfast. Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland, England all played up at Queen's University there. And they're now an international team, they get caps. So there you are, from a programme that was put in place to try and help people, it's now a successful team representing Northern Ireland. So our disability strategy was launched recently, again, underrepresented groups, people who don't get a chance to play football as well as you and I. So our strategy was launched recently, and our disability strategy was to help raise the profile awareness of disability football in Northern Ireland.